The coldest nations on Earth are dispersed around the globe, yet have similar geographical traits. They include island or landlocked countries, Nordic nations, and regions close to the poles or the Arctic Circle. While interior nations are oriented south-north from warmest to coldest, island states and nations with ocean shores frequently experience milder temperatures along their coastlines. According to yearly mean temperatures, these are the coldest nations in the world. So in this video, we are going to show you the top 10 coldest countries in the world. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. Before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. Now let's get started. 10. Mongolia, minus 30.74 degrees Fahrenheit. As the home of the perpetually at war Genghis Khan, the little landlocked country between Central and East Asia created headlines throughout history. Different geopolitical cultures exist today in the third coldest nation in the world. This explains why people used to be rambunctious in the past, since it was a method to stay warm throughout the sub-freezing months of the year. The lowest temperature recorded was minus 67.5 degrees Fahrenheit on a December day in 1976 in Zangovi, Ubs Province, the land of the eternal blue sky. The climate in Mongolia is dry and continental, with brief summers and bitterly cold winters. Temperatures during the protracted, snowy, and windy winter can drop as low as minus 40.0 degrees Fahrenheit. In the warmest months, April and October, temperatures in the southern Gobi region peaked at around 100.4 degrees Fahrenheit. Temperatures may rise above freezing between November and March. Mongolia is one of the remaining countries where some people still live as nomads, although the majority have adjusted to survive the extreme temperatures using standard, contemporary methods. 9. Norway, minus 34.70 degrees Fahrenheit. Most of this Nordic nation is located above the Arctic Circle and has a subarctic climate. Without the moderating influences of the North Atlantic and Norwegian ocean currents, which raise the air temperature in the coastal areas, Norway may have been colder. Norway's interior, where summer and winter temperatures range significantly, is subject to harsher extremes. Beautiful mountains in Norway are surrounded by a polar tundra climate that is considerably colder and more shiver-inducing. Finland's mainland sees the lowest temperatures on Finnmarksvidda, Norway's most extensive plateau. Even in the village of Karasjok, which broke the nation's record for coldest ever in the late 1900s, registering a bitter minus 60 degrees Fahrenheit, the chilly land is home to warm people who know how to welcome you in their house. 8. Kyrgyzstan, minus 34.79 degrees Fahrenheit. The Kyrgyz Republic, officially known as Kyrgyzstan, is a tiny landlocked nation in Central Asia with an incredibly diverse environment. In the summer, the southwest Fergana Valley frequently reaches 104 degrees Fahrenheit, whereas the highlands are consistently chilly from December to February at about minus 22 degrees Fahrenheit. The average temperature in this country in the Middle East perimeter is 34.79 degrees Fahrenheit, but the record-breaking low was minus 64.5 degrees Fahrenheit. The scenery of several valleys and the mountain slopes are covered with snow during the chilly and brutal winters. 7. Finland, 35.06 degrees Fahrenheit. With frosty neighbors like Sweden, Norway, and Russia, the northern European nation must maintain its cold climate. With a mean temperature of 35.06 degrees Fahrenheit and a record low of minus 60.7 degrees Fahrenheit, Finland comes in 6th place. The country is renowned for having the longest winter seasons in the world, lasting 200 days in northern Lapland and about 100 days in the southwest. The 4-month winters are marked by an average temperature of minus 4 degrees Fahrenheit, heavy snowfall, blizzards, and chilly winds that send locals into a state of hibernation until it is finished. The northern lights, which frequently decorate the skies in the country's northern region from the end of August to the beginning of April, are nature's way of repaying the hardy Scandinavians. 6. Iceland, minus 35.15 degrees Fahrenheit. Iceland, a Nordic nation and European island state, are best known as a place where the Vikings previously lived. With a mean annual temperature of 35.15 degrees Fahrenheit, it proudly stands among the world's coldest nations. Iceland's climate is classified as polar tundra, with year-round lows of 37 degrees Fahrenheit in January and cold summers around 50 degrees Fahrenheit. The North Atlantic Gyre, with its exceptional latitude, oceanic influence, and warm currents, maintains pleasant temperatures with very slight variations between the extremes, preventing Iceland from freezing despite its name. Winter lowlands in the south average 32 degrees Fahrenheit, while those in the north only reach 14 degrees Fahrenheit on average, with a record low of minus 39.5 degrees Fahrenheit. This area's rapid loss of visibility occurs due to unexpected wind gusts, precipitation, and sharp temperature decreases. The country is not visited for its summertime beaches or sunlit cities and towns, but rather for its stunning blue lagoon, volcanoes, glaciers, and the must-see Aurora Borealis. Before we move on, support us by hitting subscribe and the bell icon to get notified when we post new videos. Now, let's get back to our topic. 5. Tajikistan, minus 35.60 degrees Fahrenheit. Tajikistan, another landlocked nation in Central Asia on this list, is very mountainous, with the towering peaks of the Pamir, Alay Mountains, and Tian Shan ranges covering 93% of its geographical area. Therefore, it is not surprising that this nation is included on the list. The nation's climate is continental, semi-arid, and subtropical, fluctuating considerably with altitude. In January, the lowest elevations of the country experience temperatures between 30.2 and 37.4 degrees Fahrenheit, while higher elevations, such as the eastern Pamir Mountains, see temperatures between 5 and 4 degrees Fahrenheit. 4. Sweden, minus 35.78 degrees Fahrenheit. The Nordic region of Northern Europe dominates the 9th slot on this list, once more due to its lengthy, severe, and debilitating winters. With a mean annual temperature of 35.78 degrees Fahrenheit and a record-breaking low of minus 63.4 degrees Fahrenheit in Malgovik, Västerbotten County, it is a region of the Arctic Circle. The northern reaches experience comparatively warm summers and chilly winters, with frequent readings of minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit and landscapes wholly covered in snow for months. Mid-Sweden and the southern region are spared from experiencing significantly lower temperatures throughout the year, with sub-freezing winter days of roughly minus 22 degrees Fahrenheit. 3. Estonia, minus 41.18 degrees Fahrenheit. The Baltic nation of Estonia is located in northern Europe between the continental and maritime climate zones. With a mean annual temperature of 41.18 degrees Fahrenheit, it completes this list in the 10th position. Because of the influence of the Baltic Sea, the climate is milder along the coast and on the islands, while it is harsher inland. In Estonia, February is the coldest month. It's remarkable how nature enjoys playing with extremes, as evidenced by the gorgeous Aurora Borealis, which can be seen in many nations. Additionally, it creates comical and improbable conditions in certain countries while hosting some of the world's coldest and hottest locations in another. Although Norway sees sweater-worthy conditions even in the summer, Mongolia's sweltering summers are envied by the country despite its higher ranking for coldness. Science and geography can explain everything, including the northern lights, but let's preserve it all under the guise of Mother Nature's quirky personality and enchanted touch. 2. United States of America, minus 60 degrees Fahrenheit. In terms of land area, the United States of America is the third largest nation. Since the country is so large and has such a diverse landscape, it experiences practically every sort of climate. As can be expected, the northern parts have a subarctic or polar tundra environment, which is much colder. The coldest state is Alaska. The lowest temperature is found close to Fairbanks, where the thermometer has read as low as minus 51 degrees Celsius, minus 60 degrees Fahrenheit. By alone, this places America among the coldest nations in the world. But Alaska is not the only state that regularly experiences significant snowfall and shallow temperatures. Some of these include the sometimes freezing cold towns of Stanley, Idaho, and Crested Butte, Colorado. You must take the Mendenhall Lake Canoe Tour to see the magnificent Mendenhall Glacier if you ever visit Alaska. Not allurement enough, see more justifications on our list of the top Alaska activities. 1. Antarctica, minus 112 degrees Fahrenheit. The last place on Earth to be explored, Antarctica, is a condominium rather than a single state, This indicates that it is a political region administered by the Antarctic Treaty System and in which numerous nations have equal stakes. Given that it is the coldest, driest, and windiest continent, it is hardly suitable for human habitation. However, despite the exceedingly tricky living conditions, around 1,000 and 5,000 individuals live there year-round at research stations. However, they all reside there part-time. They only enter and go after staying for a while. This frozen desert's extreme cold makes it nearly difficult for humans to establish a life there, with lows of -80 degrees Celsius, -112 degrees Fahrenheit. Thank you guys for watching. Let us know your opinion in the comment section below. This was all for today. Hope you liked the video. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay safe, and we will be back soon with another